Alright, so to start, we gotta change Olivia to new cute samurai girl. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so definitely something that I think you should do when looking at a lot of these packs for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty and Draft is you're definitely looking for a lot of sagas. This one isn't the most powerful, but it's a very key role player in a lot of blue decks. We're not looking to first pick something like this. But there's a lot, if you don't get like a great rare or really solid uncommons, there's a lot of high value sagas, and I think sagas are very key to winning in this format. So let's talk about a couple of cards here. There's a lot of words. We need to single these out. So this is amazing. It's kind of a blue white card, but it's also a mono blue. I think this is a very powerful card. Not as open. It's kind of a multicolored card. But Automaton, this is an artifact, and I think it's very strong. Artifacts aren't as free as enchantment synergies in this, but there are a few reasons to build around artifacts, and this is surely one. I love first picking this card. Very good first pick. And here, out of this pack, March is not that good. This is not the good shrine. Another automaton, very fantastic. We first picked it, we'll second pick it. And with picking artifacts, you're a lot more likely to end up in red than any other color, I think. And red-black is your desired color combination. But you don't have to be that. There's plenty of artifacts to go around. Not a lot going on in this pack. Spirited Companion is amazing. It's an enchantment enabler, and it cantrips, and it crews vehicles, and it holds reconfigures. Like, this card is very, very good. If we had nothing like a Patchwork Automaton, which I think is very powerful, then I'd probably be on Spirited Companion here. So let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So what a pack, right? So again, now we actually have a saga that I think is very worth talking about. I think that this is a powerful one, but not like super over the top powerful. So we have a couple of multicolor artifact payoff cards, and I think both of these are very good. This is just a simple, makes all your artifacts cheaper. This is an engine, and it's a very good engine. So we're likely on this. There's not that much else that's super powerful here. I decently like Silencer. It's not a free kill spell, but it is a decent one. Imperial Oath, I have been impressed with. Just good top end. Fang of Shigeki, I've been very impressed with, but we already have two automatons. We really want to get hard into this artifact synergy, and I think Oni Cult Anvil is just insane. So now we're definitely building into a theme. So we're going to prioritize red and black cards now that really help pay off that theme. And here we have an amazing one. Yeah, 3/3 for 4, trample, not bad. But we can cast artifacts from our graveyard. I think that's going to be highly desired here. It's its own enabler, so it's not really a samurai card. It's a artifact card. So highly likely we pick that. Kappa-Tech Wrecker is amazing. This is a kill spell on a creature. This is much better than the other Black Ninja that I was talking about that was decent. Befriending the Moths. It's expensive. It's a decent one, but nothing to make us move out of our artifacts matter situation. I'll take the red guy here for sure. Okay, and now this shrine, not that good. Let's look at the cards that match our colors. It looks like black is getting a little cut off here. But Iron Hoofbore, I've been very impressed with this card. It's a combat trick on your top end, and the top end is evasive and hasty. I think this card's quite good. There's nothing else for us, so let's talk about the rest of the pack. Tails, I have been really mixed on this, but this is a good top end. This is definitely a top end you want. Bear of Memory is okay. Seven Tail Mentor is... I've been impressed with this card quite a bit. A lot of value packed onto your 4-drop. Not else going on in here, so really happy that we've got some artifact payoffs, and it looks like we're going to be able to lean into red here. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, and I hate this card. This card is so mana inefficient. I just thought I'd point that out. So here, I don't like Peerless Samurai that much, but it's playable. Shattered States era, I haven't been super impressed with, but this is a good top end, honestly. Very fine to play. Song Shaper is an artifact, plus it gains payoff for playing artifacts. I don't think this is incredible, but I like it. I'll probably take it just because we already have so much synergy. But I'm hoping that we wheel the red-blue card because it doesn't look like black is flowing here. Okay, and we got... I think this white card is quite... I mean, it's just removal. It's not the greatest removal, but it's solid. But we also have, like, some payoff cards here for artifacts. We'd probably want to lean into that fairly readily. Both of these play well with the general. I think Kunai probably plays a little bit better, so I'll take it here. Terrarium is more of a mid-rangey type card, but I do like it. We'll take the Kunai here. It's very possible that the fixing was a better pickup here. Yeah, that kind of a late Fang. I'm very impressed with low drops in this format. You want to be on the board as early as possible. Because a lot of the things in this set take a few turns to set up. Ninjutsu and enchantments. So having early plays is great. I think I'm going to go with the Synthesizer here. Artifact Enabler potentially draws you a few cards, and it gets you a 2/2 in a pinch. I like that a lot. I'll take it over the Kami here. So let's go with that. We're definitely in red artifacts. We're just kind of looking for our other half. Bloodfell Caves. We don't think black is open. But it's possible we could end up splashing this. This Oni Cult Anvil, I wish I could hover over it more so people can read it. But it's its own Aristocrat's Enabler and its own Aristocrat's Payoff. It's not quite a blood artist, but in a lot of limited situations, like it's just insane. You don't have to worry about getting the enablers and the payoffs. It's pretty easy to set up this doing a blood artist type thing. What do we have here? Probably just gonna take this samurai, but let's see. We've got not a whole lot of the same. So yeah, I'll just take the on color card. Feel okay about it. Scrounger is going to be decent in this deck. It's possible we want the Katana here. Also a Kami of Industry. Probably a pretty... I'll take the Kami of Industry here, just on color. But I do think that we would have had a decent red-white pivot point. This can be okay. I'll probably just take this Bamboo Grove Archer. And nothing really here. I'll take the Samurai. Oh, okay. Like, this pays off with Artifact Matters stuff. And it plays well in red-white. I like it. Like it a lot. So we've got a good pivot point. Black does not seem open, unfortunately. But let's take a look. This looks pretty good. I think considerations in this are... I've liked Bronze Plate Boar a lot. I love Long Reach of Night. This is one of those cards that I'm like, look out for the sagas here, Because this one, like, it gives your opponent a lot of choice and a lot of flexibility in dealing with it, but it's just so much value that I don't think that matters. Virus Beetle, this card is insane, honestly, especially with our little matters thing going on here. But this card draws cards. It's a 4/4. It's got to be a good. It's got to be a good idea, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm into it. The black card has been taken. Is that so? Don't think Spirited Companions is for this deck. I think Iron Apprentice is for this deck. We have a decent amount of potential payoffs. I'm probably going to go with this 2/2 flyer for 2. And maybe we end up having a blue companion. Because the artifact colors are blue. Or red in first place by a lot. Blue, black secondary. And then blue like tertiary. So this is definitely the type of card we want. And this is a very synergy heavy set, which is why I'm focusing a lot on like what are our build arounds. But I will stay as open as possible. Artifacts are a lot more narrow of a lane than enchantments in general. But it just so happened that we picked up 2 great payoffs and then got our choice here of multicoloreds that are very strong payoffs. Now this, I haven't gotten to play this. It looks quite solid, actually. Voltaic Surge, I know, though, is really good. So I'm probably going to take the removal. We're a little light on removal so far. Other cards in this, Sunblade Samurai, very good. Containment Construct works well with channeling. We don't have much of that going on. But I'm just going to take the removal here. Ooh. So, good things going on here. Network Disruptor, I've been a big fan of this card. I think it's going to be underrated for a little while. It just, it's an artifact. It's a flyer for ninjas. It does everything in this format. So for us, there's this, a really solid removal spell, sometimes a board wipe. Twisted Embrace, great card. Just kind of removal that also gives you better creature. Okiba Reckoner Raid, this is a very good 1-drop. Just view it as a 1-drop creature. It's very good. There's also an Iron Hoof Boar. I think I'm probably going to take the Seismic Wave here. Just on color red removal. Quite happy to pick it up. The artifact here is not that good. These don't share our color. Armguard Familiar, I'm not the biggest fan of this, honestly. So maybe I just take this Sunblade Samurai. Yeah, it's either the Familiar, which is like a fine artifact creature, or the Samurai, which is quite a good white card. I will take this one. Yeah, and we'll kind of see where that gets us. I'm not deep into whites. I don't think our white is like super fantastic with our position, but oh, now we have the choice of an Acquisition Octopus, which is an artifact, quite good. Works with evasive creatures. A mid-pack Moonsnare Specialist, which is very good. Wanderer's Intervention, which is fine removal. I think I'm probably just going to go with the artifact here. There's also an Iron Apprentice, and maybe we can wheel one of these. So yeah, let's pick this up. I think we're still looking for our companion color, but we're pretty open. Oh my god. Well, like I said, I think this is a very strong 1-drop. I think Virus Beetle is a very good card. It works with so many things going on in this set. And this is like a synergistic value set, so I think a Ravenous Rats on an artifact is quite good. So we'll take this. This is the best to fit into an archetype from where we're at. But yeah, we'll see where that gets us. How much modifications do I have? Because this is actually a pretty significant threat, but we wouldn't mind another boar here. I've got Ninja's Kunai for sure. Got reconfigure here. Don't have that much. I'm probably just on the safe pick here, but this can be a very premium 2-drop for sure. Now we don't have a lot going on. I'm not sure that the Futurist Sentinel is like the type of artifact that I want. It could be fine though. But there's also this Mentor here. Just fine. I guess I could try this out. I don't think it's super fantastic. There's an Iron Apprentice. There's also a Shattered States. I've been impressed with this. It seems like it does enough. But I'm probably on Iron Apprentice. I think getting on the board as early is very powerful, and if we do end up in red, blue, or red, black like we want, I think it's a pretty solid place to be. Yeah, treasure token. I mean, we could be red-white, honestly. Getting past a few things here. So we haven't gotten fed the goods exactly as much as I would like. And I wouldn't say a second color is flowing. These have been kind of weak packs, and it's a little weird. I do think that Thirst for Knowledge is pretty powerful. I also think that this is a good trick. Because a lot of times what you can do is you can force through, like, attack with 2 unfavorable block attackers, and they have 1 good blocker. You bounce the unblocked one and trade for the favorable blocker. I think this card is quite good. And let's see, Virus Beetle came pretty late. This, I don't think we're playing this. I think I'm probably just on this Ninja here, honestly. I think we want to lean into red-black more than anything. Thirst for Knowledge was a decent pickup, I think. But I think we can lean into red-black pretty readily from this position. Okay, and Gravelighter. Yeah, we're going to have things to sacrifice. I think this is fantastic in the deck. We don't have many enchantments, do we? We don't have any. I've been talking about how, like, how I love the sagas in this, and, like, I end up with a hard artifact deck. It's funny. Okay, so let's get into this red-black stuff. And again, it's possible that we committed too early. But red is really the color that we want to be on, and we had a really good start into this. Like, we got the General, we got double Automaton. Like, yeah, our red is quite nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be impressed with this this deck. But you really gotta be thinking highly of what synergies you have, because this is a deceptively fast format, I think, but it's not in the way of you're dead. Oh, now I gotta make a choice between this card. Oh, I'll talk about a few cards here. Like, we're not the deck for it, obviously, but I like this card a lot. I think white in general is a very strong enchantment color. I think it's the secondary enchantment color, and a 4/4 if you can have 2 enchantments out, which is very easy. It's almost free in this format. Yeah, it ends up just being fantastic. Again, I think Nezumi Prowler is good. I think Temperance Solitude, there's a decent chance that this is very, very nice. But I think Nezumi Prowler, I like a lot of the ninjutsu effects because you can abuse quite a few things. Like, for instance, a Reckoner Raid. And it just makes attacking in with more unfavorable stuff a lot easier. Now, we got a choice between Iron Apprentice and Okiba Reckoner Raid. I'm not huge on this card, and I don't think we gain a lot from the second one. We still have a lot of artifacts. I think Reckoner Raid is fantastic. I'm almost of the opinion that it's a premium one drop, but I don't think I'm going that far yet. But I think it's very, very good. Again, a lot of these early sagas, a lot of the early sagas are where a lot of the development is, but they take time to get to, so it doesn't feel fast, but you need to be on board early in this format is where I'm currently at. Now we're like very cut off from both of our colors, possibly. Black is cut from this pack. Kami of Industry, another one, isn't that impressive. Brute Suit's not that impressive either, but we could run it. Wow, Mid-Pack Weaver of Harmony. This card is very good. This card is quite the card. Malfunction is probably gonna hurt us a lot in this deck. And it misses a lot of things. I'm not too big on this card. I guess I'll take an Iron Apprentice. And I think this is gonna, the early days of this format, there's gonna be a lot of like people switching very readily between colors because they're not sure what direction they want to go. Oh geez, is this splashable? This kind of looks splashable. This looks splashable. This is splashable. I wish we would have taken a red-white land or a terrarium. We might not end up splashing it, depending. Oh my god. How goes my black? How goes my white? I mean, I could have a Steel Breaker. I think it's decent. But a Sorry Captain is ridiculous, right? That card is very good. So I'm going to take it just on the off chance we get some really nice wheels here. We get another Reckoner Raid. There's a high chance that I'm just going to be running black here. But, I mean, I've got a very nice white deck in the sideboard, kind of looks like. And the artifacts are mostly attached to my red. Wield instant speed bite. It's not a good sign. Peerless Samurai. Again, don't think it's great. We might not even run this one. In fact, I'll probably take a combat trick before that. And really we're between like black and white here. I think we've got quite a good amount of synergies though with the white, or with the black. I just think it's very likely that we have more power with the white. Like, what would we run? We'd run Sunblade Samurai, double Seven-Tail Mentor, Befriending the Moths. We would certainly run. So yeah, we start off with a really good artifact direction, but it kind of seems like other people were on the artifact game too, and that's fine. We didn't have a lot of reason to stray from it. Just because we didn't have a lot of reason to stray from it because our start was so strong. Like, this red is actually quite impressive. Now, we got to decide here. We've got a good amount of low drops connected and artifacts connected to our black. So, let's see. Probably something... Well, I guess I've got, like... I guess I didn't need to make that cut. I'm taking a look at how the red-black deck looks here. We need one more card to fill it out. Probably that. In fact, certainly that. Also helps us splash. For, like, a Storm's Edge here. Now, let's take a look, because I think there's a lot of synergy going on here on the black side, but we've got a decent amount of red-white good stuff. Something like that. I don't hate it. The artifact side is pretty decent. Let's take a look at our samurai situation. 7. I actually kind of think that the red-black deck looks a little stronger. It's just the fact that I have this some great red-white payoffs here. It's a bit of a tell. Yeah, I think I like the way the red-black deck works. Looks a lot more. Call me crazy, but I think it just generates a lot more value. Now the question is can I splash this? And we're punished for not taking the terrariums. It seemed like someone else was taking them very highly, which is unfortunate. Let's see. I've got 7, 8 mana base. Not very good there. Yeah, I don't think we have a splashable mana base here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I think synergy is quite important. Let's find one more card to put in. Either Brute Suit or the Scrounger. We don't have a lot of mana sinks here, though. But I thought I had 2 Virus Beetles. Guess I only have 1. Yeah, I like this a lot. I guess... Guess I could do that. Alright. We've got a 10-8 mana base. I think 9-9 is better. For sure. Okay, I don't mind it. Let's go win some. And of course, I got the swag lands. Still haven't spent money in this game. I think I dropped like a little bit when it first started, but that's been like years. I like this hand a lot. A lot. We're gonna get the Okiba Reckoner rated on. Again, this card is a fantastic 1-drop. Like, getting Sagas online early, I think, is a hallmark of this format, for sure. Well, now that my opponent did that, like, they just hard ran that out. I think I might play the Apprentice. God, that's so awkward, isn't it? Might mean opponent's going to remove this. No, they just Brute Suiting. That is fine. Hopefully we draw a land here, and hopefully it's red. We're gonna play this before the Virus Beetle. Discard effects get better. as the opponent uses their hand. But next turn's gonna be like the sweet spot for it. So, okay, OP is going to swing at me for 4. Kind of want to block that. Put it on my roadie boy here. But I also, if I draw a land, I kind of want to be able to sacrifice something. I'll take the 4. Oh no! The nightmare scenario's happening. We still can do a lot with this hand, so not too worried. Again, I think Virus Beetle is fantastic in this format. I will attack with this, because it's got Menace. Again, our 1-drop has gained 2 life and dealt 4 damage. Little Menace boy there. Ugh. Probably gonna find a removal off of that, I'm sure. Yeah. This is a good chump block, because now I'm going to be able to attack in with the 3/3. It's probably going to get killed next turn. Oh yeah, finally. Let's go ahead and go ahead and attack in here. Opponent's thinking about, like, I'll trade here. Ooh, they did go for the double block. Wow. That's utterly fantastic. They didn't want to trade with their brute suit. They say, no, that's how I'm winning the game here. Now I think I either want to draw a card or double play something. Like, they might have a good in next turn. I think we're going to take another hit here, potentially, but I'm going to go for a Grave Lighter. And now we're hitting our lands. Fantastic. Wish it was a red source. Oh, I think I have 2 of each of these lands. I should have made sure I was choosing the ones that I like. Definitely rough. Yeah, 4/5. Ugh. No blocks, I don't think. Gonna take a big hit here. Ooh, baby. Since we drew a mountain, I'm okay with playing this out right now. Now we will play that, just free. It's free real estate. And unfortunately, they get to kill this. But they might have to tap this in order to do it. So I think I'm okay with only attacking with the Gravelighter here. Vigilance, haste, yeah. So, we're a little outclassed on board. They did draw that, so now they get to get their shiny boy up here. Because remember, this has Ward 2, at least. Okay, yeah, they went for it. Makes sense. We are in trouble here. Wow, they didn't attack. Interesting. So I think for us, it's time to get this online. And let's see what options we have here. Get to sacrifice this, make a 1/1 construct, put something on that. Fortunately, the Bank Buster just is not very impressive on this board. So let's go ahead and do that. And I don't think I can attack because I kind of want to trade off some things. Like, I want to be able to crew this if I need to. So let's go ahead and play out this Brute Suit. And I'm going to go ahead and pass here. We've got a couple of trade options here. Yeah. Annoying for sure. Okay. Question is, do they have anything? Could trade the Gravelighter for that. Don't think that's super impressive, though. Because I do need something to crew it. Yeah, I think that's how I block, and I take 4 here. And hopefully we're getting to a stable position here. And Gravelighter is going to win for us. It's the hope. And we've got a bit of an engine going on here, so pretty happy. No. No. Well, that was a fantastic draw by the opponent. Wow. Yeah, drew the land when they needed it. Drew the Gloom Shrieker off the top there. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and activate this, I think. Go ahead and pass. They're gonna kill my Gravelighter. There's absolutely no doubt. I still don't hate my position, honestly. Okay, yep. Just gonna block a block drain. God. What a game, though. Whichever way this ends up going. What a game. Okay, LP. Gotta be nice, huh? Alright, and I think we're dead on board, right? No, we're not dead. Yeah, we are. We're dead on board. Show me spacebar. Alright. Well, felt like it was close. Kind of showcasing what I'm talking about with the synergy. Opponent just got a critical couple of draws. I mean, a top deck land isn't like obscene or anything, but top deck Gloomy Boy, as I'm flooding out, doesn't feel nice. Definitely had a chance to get Twisted Embrace, and I wish I would have. But again, it felt like black was fairly cut off for a lot of the draft. But yeah, good game regardless. That's the thing, is that... I'll keep it. You generally, in this format, get to do the thing. So for us big value players out there, a wonderful format. I'm sure plenty of my regular viewers have heard me say, well, I'm not trying to win, I'm trying to value. Well, of course I'm trying to win. I'm pretty spiky on this channel, and I don't really keep it hidden. But yeah, oftentimes it feels like I can be like that. And it's a good, like, it's a good philosophy of the game. Whenever you feel like you are doing the thing that your deck is supposed to do, it feels very nice. And like, I play EDH all the time, and the winning is a very it's not like a great feeling there, as much as just getting to do your thing. And I think that holds true in pretty much all forms of Magic. Well, OP's about to have a bad day, right? Definitely need to hit a black. Think what? I'm 8 and 8 on my mana base. Can't remember. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god. Okay. Well. I think I'm just attacking. There's just not a whole lot I can do with this hand, and I don't think I'm blocking and +3/+1. So once again, feels like a game where we are getting a bit unlucky here. Maybe I can look at the deck again. But put a black mana on this board and we're in business. Now the question is, what am I doing here? Am I playing this Reckoner raid? I don't think so. I think I'm playing the 3/3 boy here. That way I can trade with this Yamakuzi. Or apologize. Yamazaki. Like, I'm not very good at pronouncing these, despite my years of being kind of a weeb. Was very possible that I was supposed to attack with this. That way, if they have removal right now. Oh, okay. That way, if they have removal, like, I can, huh, okay. Well, I will attempt to trade with that. 2-for-1 myself here and for... Wait, it has Menace? Oh boy. Oh boy, we are in trouble. I always joked, like, this card is going to be so bad every time I play it, but every time my opponent plays it, it's going to be, like, exactly what they need. So this is +3/+1, right? How much damage can I push through? 6. I can push through 11? 12? 13? OP is almost dead. I mean, I'm almost dead, but I really regret not blocking or not attacking last turn. That could be a mistake for sure. I'm not sure that's my play here is exactly correct, but I think this is how I'm gonna do it. can grow. I think this is a pretty important choice. I'm not playing around a trick or anything. If you got me, you got me. The only reason I'd block with the automaton is because I can potentially sacrifice it if my opponent has anything. So let's go ahead, and I think I'm gonna do this just because I'm gonna be about nickeling and diming my opponent here for sure. In the last little bit of damage I need to push through. Peerless boy. Yeah, what? Do I have it? Might have it. So let's see. If I play this 5-4, get to swing in for 7, 8. Ugh. But if I do this, I have the full amount. Or wait, this has trample. So, okay. This is more damage if I just play it out correct. 1, 2, 5. So that's 7 damage represented. Wait, do I actually not have it? Let's see. If I just run this out like this, they go block, take 3, then I go +3/+3, then I go, or +3/+1, +3/+1, so that puts it up to 5, 8, -3, that's 5 damage, +3. Whereas if I attack with this, then they block the 3/3, then I do 7, 8. Is it the same? I'm just running out. If my opponent has nothing, that is the full 9. And I think it was the full 9 this way as well, because then maybe they block the 3/3. Okay. All right, we got it. Okay. What a game. I think I made it harder on myself than I should have, because I should have just attacked with that 3/3. For sure. Would have made the game, like, we would have confirmed the victory a full turn later, instead of having to do real close maths. But yeah, I gotta make sure that we have the correct lands here, because that's the key. You gotta go in style, right? God, I love this format. Ooh, yeah, that's the one. Oh yeah, it's 9 and 9. That's a pretty good mana base for this. Yeah, it automatically chooses the worst art you have. Always remember that. Is there a reason? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why it's suggesting that. Like, I don't see a direct reason why to have more red. Seems pretty split even to me. But yeah, this is for my last viewer who was like, come on, move into artifacts. On my last video. God, why am I like this? We're keeping it though. This hand looks fantastic, really. Just drawn. Drawing a land next turn. Drawing a swamp. Oh boy. Maybe it was a mole? I don't know. I'm pretty sure hitting your first 3 land is a very high percentage. Okay. We're full turn behind, but we're getting there. It's a good one. It's a very good one. Can't do anything about that, so... Nice, nice. I think I'm just setting up here. Could seismic wave and kill this right now, but like, it's not doing anything at the moment. So I'm gonna get this online. There's a pretty high payoff for me for having this around. Oh Jesus. Oh boy. Probably just gonna attack with the Peerless Samurai here. That's on the splash. What a monster. I mean, they might have good fixing enough to run it, so I'm not gonna make fun of them here or anything like that. I think it's correct to double block here. Call me a crazy person. But I think it's right. One gets a snazzy 2-for-1. Let's get that back. Ooh, they don't do anything. My opponent is a fearless god gamer. We'll give them that. Gravelighter doesn't do anything because they're just going to sacrifice this Mechanist. So I think I'm going to just kill this right now. It's 3 damage here. Okay. I don't think we're winning this. Opponent just sort of came out of the gate swinging. And they're just straight Jeskai. They're splashing the artifact boy? Huh. That's not a good card. So pretty happy with that. Go ahead and play this out. I'm gonna sacrifice that. They're gonna sacrifice that because they can cast it next turn. And like we're not doing bad. Like, okay, we're doing bad. Like, we just... Oh, okay. Huh. I mean, if you got something, you got something. Opponent just had a really nasty curve. They even had the 2/2 flyer. But the hope is that I'm going to be able to do some amount of outvaluing them here. Don't know why they didn't equip that and just... Oh, and it's a rare that's really tough to deal with for me. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm gonna grab this automaton. And we are dead on board. We'll make them find it. I could look one deeper as well. But yeah, we're about a turn behind. And we missed our early land drops again. So... looks like opponent knows. Okay. Guess I should have looked at the top. God, it feels so terrible. Like, this draft was like, heh, exactly as Kakaku. Is Kakaku? Oh, all according to Kakaku. Yeah, Kakaku. There we go. Ah, geez, my pronunciations. I can't pronounce, like, the English names of these cards. So, forgive me on the sensitivity to the Japanese. I'm doing my best. We got our colors. It's a lot to hope for in this deck, let me tell you. Definitely definitely been marred by some bad luck this draft. And probably still a lot more optimizations to make. It's like the second or third day of the format. But I think the strategy was very sound, and kind of regardless of how this plays out, this is certainly going to make YouTube. I do think that the strategy was very sound. Okay, I think I go Nezumi Prowler. Like, we now have seen these, and like, this isn't... having two of them is not exactly where we want to be, but I mean, if the opponent like has nothing here, actual factual nothing, I'd say that we're doing quite well. Oh, it's playing this card and it got me? Ugh. Yeah, Virus Beetle's gonna be good enough here. Hopefully we can buy it back with the ninjutsu. I think this card does a whole lot. It's, quite fantastic. Flying Torment. Yeah, I don't think that card's where you want to be at. Come on, OP. I can't have another one. I think this is too much value to pass up. Hopefully they play like a 3 toughness creature and we just go Zappa Zappa. Very possible that we're getting ninjutsu'd here. Nope. But yeah, this is just, you want your decks to have grinding power is a thing. Like, I think it's a very early development format. Like, you need to be on the board very early. But because like everything becomes like, it takes a turn to set everything up. It takes a turn to set up ninjutsu and things like that. That the format's going to appear a lot slower. Lethal exploit, huh? Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to get rid of my kunai for that. It's a shame that we're still suffering on lands here, but... It's got ward. It factual has ward. So I can't, like, seismic wave, and it's an artifact. I think... this is rough. Double vehicle, not a good place to be. Could make them sacrifice something. I'm not sure that that's where I want to be. I think the 1/1 blocks super well on this board. It's awkward, but I think it's correct. Why we have so many land troubles in this deck? This deck doesn't even need a lot of land to work. Why does, like, weird narrow stuff like playing like this, why does that work against, like, my very expensive removal here? Okay, they're reconfiguring. Whatever. It's gonna be fine. Because now we got the Grave Lighters set up here. They get to loot. Whatever. Naturally. We're just so mana inefficient. It's ridiculous. But I'd say that's a pretty good interaction. They might just equip and shoot. Okay. We'll now play this card. They have something here. I'm not actually sure if I want to just draw or use my mana efficiently here. I think I would like to just play out the Brute Suit. And I guess I'll do this now. I don't think they have anything, but I could get punished here, and, like, this could get through to a ninjutsu thing. But we've got our engine. I think engine is a very good, like, concept to have in mind for this. Okay, they did have something, so they probably have a ninja in their hand. Yeah. So that's one of the ways that I'm saying that, yeah, I could get punished here, because there's probably going to be an annoying ninja here. Yeah, that's not even bad. But we certainly have an engine. It's going to grind a lot of value on our opponents here. And we are good. Wow, what good art. Yeah, okay. Okay. Guess there might not be an actual reason to do this here. Opponent might just equip the kunai. No, that can't be as good as attacking, right? And I don't even think I want to draw. I think I want to, like, block, deal a damage, kill this, deal 1. Yeah, this thing is not a silver bolt, for sure. Okay, okay. Okay, if they say, okay, what do you have? You have something, certainly. Then I'm just going to draw a card. Like, it's totally fine. Hmm. No. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah. I'm sure there's a way to attack with both, but I need to have mana open to do my trick here. But I am representing the trade as well. Like, I can just sack Iron Apprentice. So I don't even need to use Seismic Wave. I can just wait till, like... Yeah, opponent's in a bit of a situation here. And if they choose to do that, I will put a +1/+1 on that. 2 damage, yes. Almost certainly want to play this out, right? And we're gonna pass it up. Did I miss 1 damage? If I would have tapped, like, these 3... Yeah, I did, didn't I? Okay, opponent has that. I'm just gonna go ahead and crew up. Alright. Looks like opponents had enough. We got a good little engine going on here. Alright. Let's get on to the next one. Alright. Oh, we're up against Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh, wow. I've actually got, like, my lands? My colors? Ooh. I probably want to get that online, right? Now's when we say, you're playing that card, OP? They obviously have an... They seem like they have an ninjutsu. When it leaves the battlefield, yeah, we can't let them do that. We're just gonna kill that now. Gonna probably take something here. Yeah. Just a 4/4? Okay. Or a 5/5? Yeah, let's go ahead and tack in. We're not gonna quite play out the synthesizer yet. But we're in trouble here. We're gonna see what our options are here. Not good, huh? Still in an awkward spot. This 5/5 is just walking all over us. Plus now this gets to like buff itself. So I kind of have to chump here. Not terrible. Gonna regret not killing this infiltrator, huh? Game is not out of reach, though. Not by a long shot. Seems a lot like a ninja. Oh, it's just a clock. I'm really going to lose to a Flood and this Infiltrator. You may cast it from your artifact this turn. I can't play it, huh? Can't ninjutsu. Yep. I guess I can do this. Get kind of an engine going. See what we got. Jeez, the Flood. This game is like not even unwinnable. Guess I'll leave as many blockers up, right? And we're gonna keep on doing the thing. Opponent has a land, I die. So I kind of need to hit a Seismic Rift. Alright, let's see it. This isn't even counterspell format. Off the top. What is my opponent? A god? I mean, good game. Like, the deck seemed fine. I mean, come on. So much without hitting a single thing. Okay. It's fine. So that happens sometimes. Sometimes you just lose. But I think it was a very good showcase of what you are looking for in this format. 2 wins, man. It felt like it took forever to do this. But that's a good example of what to do. Remember, don't be results oriented. Be process and best practice oriented, because you're gonna have events like this where you draft what looks like a very well put together deck. You get land screwed for a couple of them. One opponent just has your number every time. And that's just how it happens. This was a very good deck. It might have been the best that I've drafted so far. I think the Ninjas probably takes the cake as being more powerful. But this one was a very powerful deck. And I think I think it's a good showcase of how you end up in artifacts, because by default, most decks are already enchantment decks. And artifacts you have to build around, and you have to have payoffs. And we started off with 3 artifact payoffs, and all of them were the reasons that, in fact, 4 artifacts: the anvil, the general, and the 2 automatons. Yeah, those cards were enough to make a very well above average deck. This deck could have used a bit more removal, for sure, but we didn't like not have removal. I guess in that last game, if I would have killed the flying ninja, it would have been a lot better, I think. But I don't think what I did was incorrect. But anyways, yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I'm going to be putting out more videos. Again, my main purpose is to both entertain with spiky content. I'm just a spike, it's what comes natural, but also to help people learn. So I do a lot of explaining a lot of what are the best practices in this format, and if you want to see more of that, you gotta subscribe, you gotta like. Otherwise I fade into the shadows.